So while you don't know anything about Avengers 4, because nobody does, because they haven't told us anything, theories are the prevailing source of anything, really, for this movie. So let's talk about a recent theory that seems to have gained some traction, but I don't know how, valid it could be, where I guess the Cancerverse could be involved with Avengers 4. So first and foremost, the Cancerverse is complex. Even in the comics, its explanation is very loose. Essentially, to break it down for you, in there you don't need resources. You can survive off nothing. So a lot of powerful characters tend to get shoved and sidelined over there because they're like, yeah, what happens if this character shows up? He's powerful, like Sentry or Surfer, so just toss them in there so we can carry on the Marvel Universe without them, and then when this event is over, we'll pull them out. So with that in mind, you can kind of see why people are starting to connect some dots, being like, well, look, if these people aren't dead, if they're just wiped away, are they possibly in the Cancerverse? While that's a good theory, there's a lot of complexity here. Now, while my memory isn't up to date, I believe Shmagorath, whatever that character's name is, the giant tentacle looking thing, he was in Marvel vs. Capcom. That's a lot to explain. But on the other hand, it is one of the multiverses, and if you're to explain maybe that through the quantum realm they can enter the Cancerverse and pull everybody out, it's a simpler explanation. And honestly, that's what kind of the Marvel Cinematic Universe does, is it simplifies complex core elements that maybe wouldn't work in film, or that would be overblown. So maybe some version of the Cancerverse, but I definitely don't think you get the core comic book one. And if I remember correctly, Black Bolt was also involved somehow with it, so you probably can't do that because obviously the Inhumans aren't in the movies. So, I think it would be a little too complex. And I still think the prevailing theory of, the souls kind of get trapped is probably the one, because let's be real, you're using the Gauntlet, Soul Stone, wiped away. If you just say they got transported to another universe like the Cancerverse, then that's a whole nother explanation of why there, why not somewhere else, right? So you have to kind of backpedal and explain everything, and then how does this thing exist, what is it? So there's just too much there. Honestly, I don't believe that this is probably going to be it, but then again, it's the Russo brothers, so they've tackled more comic booky things and made it simple for fans, so I guess it's just a matter of wait and see.